Hey guys, how are you? Andy Suku, founder and CEO of Y2K Credit Solutions, consumer credit expert. Today I want to speak to you guys about exiting an apartment properly, all right? Even exiting a state properly, just to make sure that bills and unpaid bills are not following you and not being addressed in the report on your credit report. So let's talk about an apartment. If you have an apartment that you rent, some of you guys may break the lease, or the lease may come to an end, you don't want to renew it, and you're going to search for an apartment somewhere else because it may be a little cheaper or a better setup in your apartment, whatever the case may be. When you exit an apartment, 30 days before you exit that apartment, you need to make a list of all the bills or the utilities that you have that was connected while you were living there. Gas bill, electric bill, water bill, cable bill, light bill, internet bill, home phone bill, whatever the bill may be. Make a list, make a checklist. And the reason why I'm telling you make a checklist is because a lot of people may forget what bills they have, and they're moving out and they get consumed with moving, packing, and all this stuff that goes on. They forget what they have to turn off. Now, when you make this list 30 days before you move out, call each of these companies that you have services with, let them know your move out date, and let them know 2 days after the move out date, you want your service automatically disconnected. All right. The reason why I'm saying 2 days, because there'll be a final bill. So you give them 2 days, tell them, if I'm going to move out on the 24th of the month, on the 26th, cut all my services off. Okay. Cut the service off, have them send you an email that service has been disconnected and your final bill will be issued. Now, once you do that, you want to make sure that they have an active address or a new address where you're going to be moving to send the bill to. Now, once you move out the place, and even though you gave them notice, 30 days notice, and you told them the date you want the service turned off, I want you to actually call, when you move out, the next day, call each of these companies and let them know that you have moved out. Make sure they have your updated phone number, make sure they have their updated email address and your current mailing address to send them to send your final bill to. Also, you want to let them know that make sure that the final bill includes all charges. So there is no other charges that you don't know about that's pending that may come up in the future, right? The reason why we're talking about this topic is because a lot of guys are moving out of apartments or they're getting evicted, and they're not turning these services off, and 3-4 months later there's a collection on their credit report from XYZ company saying they owe XYZ bill, and they did not provide a proper mailing address or an email address for their final bill to go to, and it's turning up on your credit report. Now, these collections can drop your score 60 to 120 points just for minor errors or a minor mistake, you know? So to cover yourself, to cover your tracks, to make sure that everything is turned off properly and you exit the apartment properly, create that checklist 30 days before you vacate the property, and then make sure you call all these companies and tell them that you're vacating and you want your final bill with all charges sent to this address X, Y, and Z. All right. The reason why we're talking about it as well, we have a lot of clients that are in the process of purchasing a home, and in the middle of the process, a bill shows up for a utility bill. And when we ask our clients about these bills, they don't remember, they have no recollection, or they don't know anything about it, whatever the case may be. Also, if you have a cable bill, internet bill, Verizon, or whichever company you have, make sure you return the equipment to a local office, because you will be charged for those equipment, right? So you make sure you return the cable box, the power cable, and the remote, the internet router. Make sure you call the service provider and ask them where's the nearest local drop-off to your address. Make sure you drop the equipment off, and they're going to give you a pink slip. That's a checklist. Make sure you collect that slip. Do not just drop the equipment off and walk out the store. Make sure they check the items in, and they give you that pink slip, and keep it for your records for 5 years, because if the equipment gets lost or is not returned, you could always show that, hey, I did return the equipment. Here's the list of items that was returned, and here's the office that I returned it to. So you want to keep a paper trail, because these are the things that are showing up on your credit that could be avoided, and that could avoid you from losing 60 to 120 points. All right, if you have any questions about this topic, drop a comment below. I'll try to answer it for you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Talk to you soon.